fabulous executive living bordering Oak Mountain State Park. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty, 356-5412. Call on Colleen.
Hey, this is James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, 29th day of June, about to wrap up the month of June here this week, rolling into July, midsummer, and the weather today, sunny but not as humid. Let's look out the window. Sky cam shots this afternoon. First off from Birmingham, a cloudless sky. That's pretty unusual for a summer day. In fact, the visibility is pretty good. You could close your eyes and imagine it's maybe October and it's 65 degrees out there, and it would look like that. But it's summertime. We've had dry air settling in here, making for the lower humidity and the better visibility today. Now, this spot you'd like to be up on Mount Cheaha, they are only at 82 degrees early this afternoon. That's not bad. And Demopolis, even down on the U.S. 80 corridor, they're in dry air now. That's looking south right down the Tom-Bigby River. Water vapor satellite shot. The core of the heat bubble is off to the west this time, and we've got that big upper level low that's over the northern Great Lakes, and that's helping to provide the drier air, and that will mean cooler nights. You know, dry air heats and cools very effectively. Daytime highs will be up in the low 90s, but early mornings will be well down in the 60s and maybe even some upper 50s at daybreak tomorrow. Here's a look at the numbers this afternoon, and you can see temperatures are really not that bad around the nation. Up around the Great Lakes, we got 60s and 50s up in Minnesota at early afternoon, more like fall. See some 40s up in Canada. And down here, we've got, looks like 80s in North Alabama. In fact, let's look at the specific numbers. These are 2 o'clock observations. Birmingham is at 90, but look at Gadsden, 84. Cullman, 86, and that's with bright sunshine. That's pretty nice for a summer day around here. In terms of the radar, the closest rain, it's on the boundary, and it's way down south. I mean, we're talking below Dothan along the Interstate 10 corridor. From near Crestview, Florida, back over toward Valdosta, Georgia, and then Brunswick and Savannah, or Brunswick and Jacksonville. And, of course, that boundary is going to hang around down there. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. Heaviest rain over central and south Florida. And that's with the old stall boundary down there. And, again, what's left of the surface wave that's moving off the Yucatan. And we'll have to watch that. You know, these old surface boundaries in the Gulf can provide problems this time of the year. Around here, this is suggesting not much rain, and I don't think we get much through Wednesday or Thursday, but it does look like the 4th of July weekend could be wet at times. And there's the tropics. You can see our system that's coming off the Yucatan, not looking impressive at all. And again, with the stall surface boundary dropping in, that will kind of merge with that and, again, make for unsettled weather for places like Orlando and Daytona, Tampa Bay, St. Pete. And we'll just see if anything develops, but no sign of that right now. Modeling, this is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Deep upper low, centered near Buffalo, New York. The 588 heat ridge out from the southwest, but around here we'll be in great shape. Low humidity, sunny, the high close to 90. And again, the low humidity will make temperatures feel a bit more comfortable. Same thing on Wednesday. Bright sunshine will start the day well down in the 60s, maybe upper 50s for the cooler valleys. Now, Thursday, we've still got that broad trough over the east. Little Vortmax shows up there northwest of Memphis, and I think we had better mention some risk of a thunderstorm Thursday afternoon, maybe some hint of an MCS developing in that northwest flow aloft moving down in here. So while we stay dry through Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, we'll mention some risk of a storm by afternoon. The same thing, I think, on Friday. And let's look at the weekend, holiday weekend. That's the 4th of July, Saturday, July 4th. And boy, looks kind of moist, doesn't it? So I think kind of a day with a mix of sun and clouds with a chance of scattered showers and storms, the high close to 90. And there's a look at Sunday. And again, you can see the main heat bubble is out there near El Paso. And you can see a little wave or two in the southern edge of the westerlies, and that just might kick up a few showers and storms on Sunday if this is right. So we might have to be dodging the thunderstorm fireworks with thunder and lightning at times over the weekend. There's Monday of next week, pretty much the same deal. Looks relatively moist, so we need the rain. The storms can cool us down. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And on Tuesday, July the 7th, it still looks pretty moist. Let's dig out there 8 more days. This is the end of the forecast, July the 15th. And, of course, we're just peaking out here. And, you know, it's going to be hot and humid in mid-July in Alabama. But the good news, we don't see evidence of any super-duper big heat wave. trough over the east. The 594, a little blip there, is around Amarillo, Texas, and that looks very, very standard for mid-July in Alabama. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.